Yeah. Oh.
Talk.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Blind Angler, or the Nutty Angler.
There you go.
Thanks babe.
You're upside down. Nope, you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I do.
I'll try and read comments, but probably not.
Yeah, we'll try and read the comments out.
Is that Carl? I'm keeping the door shut.
You guys are outside today with me. And we are fishing for, would you believe, mackerel. And it's been a lot of mackerel caught lately. I thought this was a new packet. Yeah, a lot of mackerel caught lately. So I thought I might as well get out and try and fill my freezer up. And yeah, it was either today or the weekend, and the weather doesn't look much better at the weekend. But I seen that there was no one fishing down here, so I thought get down here and give it a go. Now, first of all, can everybody hear me okay? Just putting a weight on. Right, that's the swivel for the main line. I'll get the rod and everything out in a sec, but I just wanted to get set up with the camera. The wind said it was 23 miles an hour on the internet. What we looked at, it is not. It is a lot more. Am I surprised that the weather forecast is wrong? Not really. Oh dear me, Wayne. Right, let's just kneel down here a second. Woo-wee! I got a selection of weights from Seacast Fishing Leads from Mike with me. Now normally when I don't normally feather, to be fair, but when I do, I usually like to use a Dexter. Improves on catch rate, and it also looks like a slightly bigger fish chasing smaller fish. But with this wind, there ain't no way a Dexter's going out in it. So I'm going for a weight instead. Now this was all nice and thingy, but the wind has definitely made it all tangled. Any comments, do write them down. My missus is in the car, Mrs. Blind Angler, and she will try and let me know. What I'm doing at the moment is just trying to find the end to put the weight on. Seem to be finding the swivel to tie it to my main line quite a lot. So once we got the weight on, we can rock and roll. But let's have a look. But yeah, we've had snow. Oh, we have had snow. Let's just hold out there so I know where it is. It's doing my head in that. This is hardcore fishing. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Here we are. Here we are. Right. Let's get the weight on. There's absolutely nobody else fishing here. Crikey. Do you know what? My hands were absolutely fine, and it was untangling this which has made them cold. There we go. Just making sure that that is clipped.
Wait.
Yeah?
Essex Foraging and Fishing said hello, hope you're well.
Hiya, Essex. Oh yeah. Subscribed to you last night, mate. Thanks for subscribing to myself. I watched a few of your videos, and would love for you to go live, mate. I know you were asking about that last night on Craig's, so well, I think it was you asking. I know you asked in one of your videos, so I say yeah. I just went to warm my hands up and forgot I had a smock on. Right, guys, I have got a very long microphone lead here, so hopefully you guys can hear me whilst I'm over there fishing, because I would have you in the boot. Where's the blimmin' top of the rod? Right, I would have you in the boot, but got to keep the wife warm as best I can. Right, let's get this sorted out. Fishing with a 11-foot spinning rod, which is a Fadden, and it's the Ed Salika version, and for all those who don't know who Ed Salika is, he is the bass man, especially down here in Devon and Cornwall. And growing up, he was always in Sea Angler with loads of bass. He's actually got some videos out, actually, or DVDs, which you can buy from his tackle shop at Padstow Angling. I'm not associated with them in any way, shape or form, you know, but just letting you know it's a good watch. And you know, yeah, they're slightly old now, but you know, he was using J13s back then, and they're still going strong now, and so you can still pick up tips and stuff. So and he's always been pleasant when I've spoken to him on the off chances of going in his shop and so on.
Richard's boy said hello, how are you?
Afternoon, Richard. Can you guys just because Jen's doing the old relaying the messages, can you guys just let her know if you can hear me okay? Because we're trying out. Sorry? Oh, she's watching me. Have you liked and subscribed? All good? All good, I hope. I might have stepped on it there. Sorry, guys. Right, let's just... that is picked up some. Right, let's just rest. I don't really like resting my rods down on the floor, if I'm honest. But in these times and stuff, it is going mental. Right, let's warm the old hands up. Oh, yes. Right, let's find them there feathers. There they be. There they be. Yeah, what I was saying just then when the microphone got unplugged was this trip is going to cost me chocolates, I think, for Jen. 1, 2, same knot, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
Very brave man.
Thank-
Or very. Very. It is freezing.
Probably stupid. Probably stupid.
I said to my wife, I don't think anyone would be there with this bloody easterly wind.
Yeah.
There's a bit of fish up here anyway, so I didn't realize that wind as well. Hey, have you got anything? Will you just come here?
Literally just
Okay.
literally.
needed to get out.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
That's it.
A brave man, I will give you that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's just hope we can get some fish. Oh, right. Right, guys. Let's turn and face what we got to deal with here. Right. Let's have a look. My gosh. Right, where's the mic? Should still be. Can you still hear me okay? Yeah?
Richard said, oh, did you get the brainy points first? And Tam said, what's the target?
Cool. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Brownie points first. I'm not too sure, Richard, what I did, to be fair. She's probably going to let me know later on how much it's going to cost. Yeah, she's probably going to let me know later what I need to do to home all days. Oh, come here. Yeah. Been a good boy. I've been a good boy, Richard. Tam, I am targeting, believe it or not, mackerel. We came down here, well, come down here quite a lot actually over the last couple of weeks, and on the last live, so a couple of lads were having quite a lot of mackerel. So, and they reckon there's more now than there was in the summer. So the plan is, see if we can find a mackerel. Right, I don't know what you guys can see, but I need to, oh my God. Right, let's just have a, let's just have a little, I've never spun in such conditions, and I've never fished for mackerel in the winter before. But if they're here, I want some. Yeah, the rod is a Fadden 11-foot Ed Silica. The reel is a Shimano 2005 with a quick drag switch, which basically means you can set the drag. You've also got a switch. Yes, mate.
Up there, right down the end, the last bit down there where you stand.
Yeah.
I don't know about today.
Cool, thank you very much. Cheers, buddy, thank you. Someone just gave me a few tips there about fishing here for mackerel, which is happy days. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, the reel. Right, the reel is, oh God, the reel is a 2005. Wait for this gust, come on. Bloody long gust, let's just go for it. Yeah, 2005 size. Oh no, the wind's blown the line back over me. It's loaded up with 12-pound line. I usually like to fish lighter, but in these conditions, better to be a little bit heavier. Just wish that wind would die down just a tad. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I mean, come on, look at me. I'm trying. Oh. Now, I just thought that wind was dying down just a little bit then. There we go. Just making sure they're not tangled. Yeah, they're fine. Guys, can you hear how windy it is on the mic? I know it's in my hood, but woo-wee. Cameraman Matt, where are you? That's what I want to know.
No, you can't.
Huh?
You can't hear how windy it is.
Okay, you guys are lucky. Well, I'll let you guys listen at the end. Just want to see if this wind is just gonna. Now, stop it. Let's not get crazy here. Let's do a slow retrieve. Yeah. What, that one? Jen? Oh my God. It might be too... Yeah, I think we might be in a bit of a no-go situation here, to be fair. The wind might just be just too bad. See, look, it's died down now. That would be a great opportunity to cast right now. Okay. Right. Cheers, Tam. Thank you, mate. Oh, you legends. Right, I don't know what happened then, but I knocked the reel so it was in reverse rewind, but thank you, Tam. Thank you, my friend. Can you feel me hands? All right. My name's Wayne. Yeah, my name's Wayne, down here in Plymouth. Also known, I used to go by the name The Blind Angler, but now I guess I'm the Crazy Blind Angler. Woo-wee! My gosh! Who's watching me? Uncle Phil? Oh, Philip, cousin Philip. Hiya, mate. I'm down Elphinstone. Down Elphinstone, looking for a macro. Oh, now the wind has gone completely. And it'll come right back when I lift the rod for a cast. I got these feathers from Stuart Pike of Orca Charters. Well, I didn't get them from him, he recommended them, and they were absolute dynamite in the summer. Now, like I said, I don't usually fish for mackerel using feathers, but
Tom said they're so hand warmers you can get the good for your pocket.
mate, my hands are like ice. Yeah. Oh, do you know what?
And Nathan's Fishing Adventures said hello, he shared.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. Nathan Fishing Adventures, if you are a YouTube channel, please feel free to post your channel link up on the chat there, and try and get some subscribers and whatnot, for sure. Help yourself. But yeah, I was a bit like, I wanted to wear my flotation suits, but I didn't know how busy it was going to be, so I thought it's better to wear the blind angler coat, just in case people were like, well, what the hell was he playing at and whatnot. So what I'm doing at the moment is just trying to warm my hand up, the hand that's on the line when I cast, because I don't want to fluff a cast. So I'm just going to take 2 seconds just to warm my hand up and get back out there. But ooh-wee, guys, it is blowing some, I'll tell you. It is blowing some. Oh gosh. Right, let's get some feeling back. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we can do. It might be unfishable, but if that's the case, I haven't got any yet, but thanks, mate. I know what you mean. Baited feathers are actually really good. Oh, about 150 yards. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. Jen, where's that line? Oh, that wind took that line. I tried stopping it in time. I might have to put a heavier weight on. I don't know. Are we free, Jen? Don't know. It's a nice tide tonight. You can see it being busy down here tonight. People may be whiting fishing. Excuse me, there's a bit of chop to the water and everything. It's quite coddy, actually. Very coddy. I don't fancy going to France today, Richard. Well, actually, I suppose the wind's blowing the wrong way, but actually, to be fair, in a kayak, up against those rocks over there, I would be out of that wind. I would be out of that wind. I used to have a fishing kayak. Not so long ago, I had a Moken Feel Free. I think it's about 14 foot long. Afternoon, Craig. Afternoon. Oh my God. Yeah, Craig, if you want to post your link up to your channel, mate, please do so. I'm just watching this. Well, I'm not watching anything, actually. I'm just waiting for this wind to die down. But yeah, what I was saying is, yeah, I used to have a kayak. So did my dad and my uncle. And we only went out in it a few times, to be fair, which was a shame. We didn't really get the full benefit of it. But we were out over there, which is Plymouth Sound. And they have a lot of yacht races here. And we were, oh, woo-hoo-hoo! Guys, have a listen. Can you hear that now? But yeah, we were out fishing once, and I was out in the kayak just doing a bit of drifting, bit of spinning, and as you do, and I had to follow my dad round. And the next thing I know, my mobile phone goes off. I'm out in the middle of the Plymouth Sound by the breakwater, and my dad rings me actually, and I was like, "What's he doing ringing me?" And then he's like, "Get over here quick," because there was a yacht race going on. Well, I didn't see that, and I had drifted right out into the circuit, and the yachts were racing and having to avoid me. I was just sat there plodding along. Dangerous, really, quite lucky, but yeah, we soon got rid of the kayaks after that. Right, let's just wait for a break in the wind, which is now.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that, Jen?
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of things you don't know about what I do when I'm fishing, because if you did, you wouldn't let me go. That was a better cast. Come on, Macro, where are you? Come on. Come on. Guys, if I blank today, I'm not really going to be too worried. But I'm always the optimist. I'm always positive. And I reckon they're here. I reckon they're here. I actually spoke to the really nice lady that works in the bait bunker shop just behind us here. And I spoke to her earlier today, and she said it's very, like, there's not really anybody here, and that they were catching mackerel yesterday. So I thought, well, with that, there's a golden opportunity to get down here and try without being too hampered. Just trying to figure out how to cast in this weather. Probably not covering the distance required, but I don't know. It's a slow retrieve. When spinning, keep your rod tip nice and low to the water. That's what I like to do. I mean, this rod here, the Fadden Edselica rod, I really like this. It's not the rod, I mean, I have used it for plug-in, but I do have a salty shake, 9-foot salty shake, which you guys will see later on in the year. We'll get that out, we'll go after some bass and everything else, which is what I really enjoy. And hopefully won't catch a seagull, which seemed to happen quite a lot last year with me and the cameraman Matt. Do you know what I've got, guys? I've actually got a wind knot in my line. But it might not be a wind knot, it just might be the way the wind's blown it, which is why I've gone line as well. Braid in this condition would be a big fat no-go. It would, I mean, you would get a wind knot like you wouldn't believe. I mean, you get a wind knot and just gentle breezes, to be fair. So I'm just waiting for this gust to die down. Hope everybody's having fun. If you guys are new, excuse me, sorry, I know the microphone's right there by my mouth. Excuse me. If you guys are new, please subscribe to The Blind Angler. Please like, please share. We're out fishing in Plymouth.
Wait.
Yeah?
You got 14 people watching.
I do. You 14 people are out here braving it with me. I'm doing this for you guys. Oh, God. Do you know what? I didn't bring a Dexter, and I kind of wish I had. Because if I had, I would take the feathers off and use a Dexter, because a smaller drop would mean I could power it into the wind better than having a long drop with the feathers. It would be easier to get under the wind, if you know what I mean, than a long drop. And the bait bunkers over there, they're open, so I'm like, Jen, do you want to go over to the bait bunker and get me a Dexter wedge? Please. Oh. Guys, everybody, tell her. Tell her to go and buy me a Dexter wedge. Would need quite a heavy one in this weather. 32 grams, something like that.
What size?
32 grams.
Huh?
32. Oh, she's going, guys. She's going. I mean, we're a car park. We're in a car park, and the bait bunker is in the car park. It's not a big car park either. I'll try and show you guys a little bit later. Right, she's going to go and get one. I'm not going to cut it off just yet, just in case she does. They haven't got any. Just in case they haven't got any. But it just means that little drop just means I can really give it some. Because at the moment you're fighting a long, yeah, there, that's right. Hope you guys understood that and taking it all in. But yes, a long drop is quite difficult in this wind. I mean, I wouldn't even fancy having my beach caster here. With a 6 or 7 ounce weight, you would struggle. I'm just going to gently come to wherever I'm stood. I can't even see where I am. Can I see the car? That might be the car. Yeah, it's the car. So, the adventures of the blind angler. Out in, this is the second storm in, wow, me and Matt went to Chesu in this storm, which was like the end of October, end of October, just before the November lockdown. So, and that was, that was probably just like it is now, actually. I know it was an easterly wind. To be fair, it's probably a bit worse. This seems, oh, maybe it's a car. I thought I seen somebody walking then. No, it's a car. There's a car. So, yeah. Dear, oh dear. Oh, this is going to cost me chocolates and wine, I'll tell you. I don't drink wine. Well, I don't really drink alcohol, to tell the truth, but well, I'll eat the chocolate if she lets me have any. Oh, but yeah, I mean, if the weather dies down and we don't get snowed in, Matt and I will try to get out. I know he really wants to go out fishing with his boy, so fishing with me will probably come second, which is obvious, which is you know absolutely fair enough, because I wouldn't mind getting out with Zach myself, to be fair. But Matt and I will try. We had a little chat yesterday whether we were going to go for like whiting and cod and whatnot, or if we're going to go for bass. If we go for bass, then we'll probably be a lot more sheltered from the elements. Like we could get in a river somewhere and hunker down and get out the winds. So that's what we will potentially look at. But at the same time, this year Matt and I really want to grow our own fruit and veg in our allotment, and we need to make sure that that's all ready to go, because it's our first time having an allotment. So we want to make sure that that's ready to go as well. So, and that would be nice as well, to be able to do catch and cook. Did you get one? Look at that, guys. Right, what did you get?
Dexter.
Is it an actual Dexter, or is it the...
It looks like a Dexter. It's not a Dexter, it's a fit. Careful!
Oh, sorry, babe. I can't see, can I? One of us is blind. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I'm going to let you forget. You got scissors there? Alright, they're on my box.
I'm keeping my mask on, it's freezing.
Oh. Excuse me. Well done, the bait bunker.
Any excuse for me to buy you a bloody Dexter?
Oh! Who paid for it, me or you?
Me?
Oh, did you? Oh, what, you only got me one?
Yeah. It's got one of those plastic sleeves on one of the hooks.
Oh, okay. Sorry guys, we'll be with you 2 seconds. We're just getting the old Dexter wedge on. Philip, thanks for joining us, mate. Philip is Philip is, or Phil, sorry, is another cousin of mine actually. So keen fisherman. Actually, I hope Philip don't mind. I'll tell him a little story about Philip actually, which is I think it was last summer. He wanted to go fishing. Excuse me. It was lockdown actually, the first lockdown. Wanted to go fishing, but tackle shops were closed and whatnot. So he dug worms from his back garden, and Philip likes sea fishing as I do, and dug worms, went fishing. There's a few other lads down where he was fishing with all the bait like sand eels and whatnot, whatever they had in their freezer, and they didn't catch a thing.
There you go.
Can you throw it on for me, please?
No.
Yeah, they didn't catch a thing, but I think Philip did rather well with his garden worms. Thanks, babe. So you know, fair play. Well done. 2, 3, 4,
Right, I've got to
5,
catch up now.
6. Oh. Right, where should you put those scissors? Guys, yeah?
Richard Hoy said, oh God, I've lost it now, where's it gone? Surely with those conditions you want to cover more of the water column, therefore keep the rod high.
I know what you. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I find that with the drop from the. Oh right, yeah, I know what you're saying. Sorry. I kind of feel for my rod's down.
Letting your feathers drop to the bottom.
Yeah, you got the feathers, yeah?
No!
All right, okay.
He just said, are you letting them drop?
Oh yes, sorry, mate. Yes, I was. Yes. Right. Sorry. Let's just let's see how the Odexter goes. And then if the winds, just work out my drop here a second. Don't want it too long. I want it just about right. Just so the power of the rod whips it out there, and hasn't got a chance for the wind to catch it. Oh yes, that felt better. I'll tell you what, guys, it's a weird feeling spinning in the middle of winter. Let's do a nice slow retrieve. I know that they've been catching them 6 at a time on a string just to my right here. I don't fish it though because there's no railings, and I need the railings, so I'll just step off the side. Actually worked in the Isles of Scilly once, and went for a walk at night and walked straight off a jetty. Lucky enough the tide was out and I went straight onto soft sand, but that could have been a different story, that's for sure. Just wait for this big gust a sec. Yeah? Sorry, Tam said?
Try using the feathers on the Dexter.
Yeah, do you know what, Tam? I normally do. When I feather, I usually do because I find it's more of a bit more of an well, not an ecosystem, but a bit more of a looks like small fish being chased by a big fish, if you know what I mean. And it's usually the Dexter that picks up the better fish. So I might give that a go. It's just at the moment conditions are difficult, and I'll tell you my biggest problem actually is oh god, winds. I can't see when my lure hits the water. And in this wind, it's pretty difficult to feel when it hits the water as well. So I don't want to like keep my bail arm off and have a load of line just going mental around the car park. That's better. Right, come on mackerel, let's get one or two, come on. I like to do a couple of casts where I'm doing it like slow retrieve, medium, fast, and then excuse me, working it on the surface, working it down low. I know a lot of them, like the other day when we were fishing here on the Sunday, when we went live, not the last live where we were doing the Q&A, but the live before that, when we were bottom fishing, they were catching mackerel on a floats, and they were lighting them up with their head torches, and they were like, God, you could actually see them around their float apparently. So oh dear, seem to be timing my cast all wrong. There was a lovely little break there, and now it's giving it some. He would be a fisherman, eh? Let's see how we go. Sun's trying to come out through the clouds there. Oh, that hurt. Didn't get my finger out of the way, that pinched along my finger. I'm just going to let that sink down and then wind in. Well, at home I had to go down to the workshop to get my feathers and stuff out, and it didn't seem, the wind did not seem this bad at all. I was like, oh, this is all right. This would do. Oh. Problem is, when it's like this, you tense up. You tense up, which then makes your body, or you get tired. Excuse me. Just gonna kind of wish I had brought the little lure rod. It'd be a lot smaller in the wind. Normally I don't look behind me when I cast, like when we normally go spinning, because I know there's nothing behind me, but because of the car, do a really slow retrieve, just in case they're just not. Cold weather usually the fish can slow down quite a lot. If that wind drops down at all, then I'll put the feathers back on. How's she doing reading out the comment? Any comments? Any comments, Jen? That's better. It seems like we're able to. Why is she not fishing with me? Who's not fishing? You or Tam? I'll tell you now, Tam, because if she fished, you would all be going, God, she's catching fish and he ain't, he's rubbish. She catches some fish, I'll tell you now. I took her fishing once. Excuse me. I took her. We literally just started going out with each other, and I said to her, "Come on, we'll go fishing." And she'd never fished before, so I took her to a place just to practice casting. There was people there, just over there actually, just to my right. There's loads of people there fishing all day, ain't had a thing. She turned up, never fished before in her life, never cast a line, and she caught a fish. And I was like, oh, this one might be trouble. And then we went fishing, she caught a 6-pound pollock. I was gutted I didn't catch a thing. And that was the last time she went fishing with me. But she's got all the gear. She's got some nice reels. She's got her own beach caster. She's got her own spinning rod. She's got her own box for her own plugs and stuff. So it's just, you know, as the children get older, or when the school reopens, she'll come out and do a bit of fishing. But it's like, whereas Jen and I and Zach. Oh yeah, I forgot she's listening. Yeah, I had a few of her Dexter wedges out of her box. You know, I thought, well, she ain't using them all. I'll give them a good home. But I'm just going to warm my hand up a sec, guys, and have a little yap. Yeah, we could go fishing, Jen and I, and when the kids are at school, or Jen and I and Zachary, who's our son, who's 6. But because we've got Natalia, who's literally only just turned 3, at the beginning of January, you know, you got to kind of keep her occupied and stuff. So, and to be fair, in this kind of weather, Jen's happy in the car. We got a big kind of like, what are you laughing at? Is it Richard? Is it Richard or is it Matt?
It's Tam.
Oh, Tam. Oh, see now.
Women are great at fishing. Give you the best tip. When she gets out the shower, give her a rub for luck.
Give her a rub for luck.
Yeah. He tries. It's not allowed.
So right, guys, that's the end of the live. Jen's going to go and have a shower, and I'm going to. I like your style, Tam. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I try that quite a lot, to be fair, Tam. I do. So get told off quite a lot as well. Excuse me.
Get told off every time. Not a lot, every time.
Is it every time I get told off? I'm saying nothing. This is a fishing show. Oh dear. Yeah, my thumb's numb. I'm just trying to warm it. If you carry on like that, Jen, you're not going to get a rub for luck later.
I said try anything.
I do, mate. I do. I'm terrible. I'll tell her, because I'm blind, I can't see, I have to feel, but it doesn't really work very well, to be fair. Actually, on our wedding day, this is quite funny actually, on our wedding day, we had, obviously in the evening do, I went to sit down with her mum and dad and just have a little chat, have a drink and whatnot, and I didn't realise her sister was there, and I grabbed hold of her sister's bum, thinking I was reaching for the chair, so... Pays to be blind. Right, let's have another little cast.
Did you get her boobs that day?
Oh yeah, and then about a week later, she was around our house, and I put my hand up to open the door, and she was there, and I've got her right on the breast. So yeah, it's all right with me. She loved it. Oh, got a bunch in the line. I've never used that excuse. There we go. Oh no, my line's bunched in the wind. Shoots. There it goes. When it bunches, guys, if you catch it early and you're not too forceful, you can just give it a little pull gently. Make sure your drag's really loosened off, and you should be able to pull that bunch out so it straightens up on the line, on the reel. Yes, yeah. To be fair, Tam, a lot of people think I've got a 20/20 vision with the stuff I get up to. It's when I'm it's when I do things that you don't expect me to do. Well, that wind's really picked up even more now. Like we gosh, we got all these lights that I set my base camp up with when we go fishing on a beach, and they so when I go down to the beach and cast, I cast out and I can still see the light. That's the one thing that my eyes let me see is light. Yeah, when I cast out and then I look behind me to look at my base camp all lit up, if there's any other lights anywhere else and I see them first, my brain says that's base camp, and I start walking towards it, and usually Matt's shouting at me like, "Wayne, where are you going? Like, you're walking miles away from me." I'll be like just trundling off down the beach thinking there's my base camp, and it's not, it's a city or something, or someone's car lights. I'm like a moth. Excuse me. Tam, what kind of fishing do you do? Is it sea fishing or bit of both, bit of everything? And hey, guys, anybody else been out fishing at all in this weather? Anybody else crazy enough? I'm just letting it's really gusting hard at the moment, so I'm just letting it settle. Just let it settle down a sec. Because it's just like it's blowing that much, it's moving me, and I'm not a small boy. Oh, my cameraman Matt, if he's not picking Corey up from school, then he's tucked up in home nice and warm. Oh, that wind. Guys, listen to this. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is what we're fishing in. Oh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, hopefully I'll get out at the weekend if I can, depending on weather. And I think we might have to go after bass, which is fine by me. That's always good fun. Light tackle. We've got a nice little mark. Should be able to get out of the wind quite comfortably. Be like a high tide mark, so we'll be fishing.
I thought I told you weren't going fishing the weekend if you were going fishing today.
This isn't fishing, Jen. This is showing people what not to do.
Oh yeah.
So excuse me. So we'll work on her. Don't you worry, we'll work on her. We'll get her plastered with a few bottles of wine tonight, and then I'll get her to sign a contract. But guys, thank you very much. I'll tell you now, the last week, so I did my first live on YouTube last Wednesday night, and Richard was watching, and we were throwing, well, I wasn't throwing, but I was catching some decent sized fish, and they seemed to slip out my hand and in the boot of the car every time, which was hilarious. But since that live, I think my subscribers has gone up 22, 23, something like an extra 22, 23. We're like on 100 and something now, whereas then I was on like 84. You guys are really giving me a lot of confidence in what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm trying my best for you guys, and you know, it's still early days for the channel, and I know some of the content is pretty well, I wouldn't watch it. I'll watch some of it, but I wouldn't watch all of it. But you know, it's just learning, isn't it, really? And now I've got the support of my wife and the support of Matthew, the cameraman, my cousin. You know, we've got some big plans for this year, what we want to get up to. And you know, I hope you guys will stick around and join in and follow us and give us a subscribe and a like and whatnot, which would be great. We are on Facebook, The Blind Angler on Facebook. So please do follow us and like us, because whenever I go live, or anything really, any plans or anything like that, I post up there so you guys can get a bit of a heads up and interact, etc.
All right.
Yeah. You want to have
Sam said he does SFO, Scottish Fishing Association, do a hunt.
Oh, cool.
I got 17 last year, but I was out with COVID and a heart attack, had 3, had a defibrillator fitted.
Bloody hell. Jeez, Tam, mate, I hope you're you're all keeping safe and well, mate. I really do. And like, blimey. Been overdoing it, trying to rub the missus as she comes out of the shower, aren't you? But no, fair play to you, mate, and best of luck for the future, and keep strong. Keep strong. Oh, yeah, I joined the fishing club this year. Roving Rods, actually, down here. Joined it with Zach, and Corey's part of it. I'm trying to talk Matt into doing it, so we can have some fun with them. Who said that? Sorry, Nathan? Oh, Nathan, thank you, mate. I just... Excuse me, I don't mean to cough on the mic. I know it's there right on my face. Thank you, Nathan. I'm just a blind man doing what he loves. Actually, I'm just a man doing what I love. The eyesight doesn't really come into it, to be fair. I have a lot of fun. The only thing the eyesight stops me from doing, to be fair, is driving a car on the road. You know, do a little bit of driving around the field every now and then. Oh, jeez! Have a listen to that. Woo! Yeah, the eyesight. So, yeah, literally, it's just stopped me from driving and joining the forces. Really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's obviously, it stops me doing other things, like, you know, don't get me wrong, it restricts you. You know, if I want to go fishing, I've got to wait to go with someone. I can't just pick up my rods and go. But when you've got like family like I've got, then I'm very lucky. And also I'm lucky because my eyesight went really, really bad. I mean, really bad in about 3 years ago. And with that said, I was lucky enough to see my wife walk down the aisle. I was lucky enough to see my children born. So, excuse me. So there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't ever get to see that. So, or even experience it for that matter. So I'm one of the lucky ones. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, but thank you, Nathan. It's very kind. Oh. Right. Feel that wind, feels like it's dropping. Let's have a cast. It is as well. Yeah. That's better. Right. I'm going to hold the line as I wind it in, just so it goes on nice and tight. So it's there. And that's it. Now we can fish. Thank you, Tam. Yeah, Tam, thank you, mate. With the knots, yeah, good, mate. To be fair, guys, sorry, Jen? Jen, say again?
Tam said that you would like to send you some pre-made rigs and some hand warmers. You'll speak to you on Facebook. Is that okay?
Oh, of course it is, Tam. Thank you, mate. That's really kind of you. Yeah, with the knots, mate. Well, I've been fishing since I was 4. And my dad.
And Craig said, go home, get out of the cold, get heat into you, and wait until Jen comes out. So wait until I'm fishing.
Yeah, no, guys, you don't want to see our fish. Come on, guys. Who wants to see my wife catch more fish than me? Come on. Don't answer that, people. Seriously. No, thank you, Tam. Yeah, I've been, oh yeah, cheers as well, Craig. Thanks, mate. Yeah,
And Richard said that he's got a guide dog now that he's had for 1.5 years and it's changed his fishing, stopped him endangering himself. That's what I'm for.
Yeah, I married my guide dog.
I love how you think you're so funny.
I'll pay for that later. Yeah, sorry, what was I saying?
You can be the first to teach a guide dog how to fish.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, two things actually, Tam. Yeah, first of all, been fishing a long time, got taught by my dad. He's a top fisherman, really is. So yeah, he's taught me when it kind of comes second nature. You know, I usually time my knots without even watching what I'm doing. But But that would be lovely. So yeah, please do drop me a message. Lovely, very, very grateful. Thank you. Richard, I was offered a guide dog, but the problem is, they said for me to have one, we would have to take the baby gates down at home, and Natalia was just walking, and she sees the stairs like looking like Mount Everest to her. She's like, oh, I want to climb that. And not only does she want to climb it, but she wanted to climb it with all her teddies in her hands and everything. So I was like, I can't get rid of the baby gates. And they said that, excuse me, the guide dogs can't be like penned in, so you couldn't like, well, not penned in, well, that's what they said. They can't be penned in. We wouldn't have penned it in, but it's just keeping the babies safe, you know. So, and I was like, well, a guide dog over my daughter's safety really doesn't come into it, so I declined the guide dog. So that's why I don't have one yet. But once things are a bit more, oh shoot, I let that go well early. Excuse me. Once things are a bit more settled at home in regards to like the children a bit older and stuff, then yeah, might have to get back on that. But I do some work, voluntary work for the RNIB actually. One of the guys, George, who is not sight impaired, but he works for the RNIB. He actually works for the RNIB. He's been watching the old fishing programs or the YouTube that I've been doing. So George, if you're watching this one, hiya mate. What's going on here? What is going on here? I knew I let that go way too early. That was strange, real strange. Alright, let's just check that, make sure everything's okay. Typical, the wind drops right off. Anybody would think it's a lovely day now. The wind's dropped off and the sun's out. But guaranteed, as soon as I put my finger on this reel to cast it, that wind's going to pick up. No, let me just check my reel. Yeah, that's fine. Guys, if you guys have got any ideas of what you would like to see me do, excuse me, fishing wise, let me know. So I've got a few ideas. Well, quite a lot actually. But you guys are the ones that I'm trying to entertain, get my likes, get my subscribes and get my views and all that lot up. So you guys tell me what you would like to see me do. This year I definitely want to go blue shark fishing. I was watching it last night on YouTube and I want to do it. I want to celebrate I'm going to be 40 this year, if you can believe that. And I want to celebrate it with a blue shark. I would like to catch a blue shark. So, sorry? Was I a bit too far over? Oh! Yeah, so blue shark. I'll tell you what, I would really like to get myself a inflatable boat for fishing. The sieves. And the reason for that is, I would like to get myself a boat. I would love a boat, but, excuse me, Jen, we don't have a...
Tam said cook, clean, cook.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Tam, I actually...
It's just I end up doing the blooming cooking.
Yeah, I actually know how to debone a fish. I did do a video on the channel going back a few months. Didn't turn out the way I hoped, but I will definitely, I'll do that again, because working with the RNIB, there's a few people that I've spoken to who were like, blind people being able to debone a fish with a knife is, you think it's quite dangerous, which, to be fair, using a knife with anything is dangerous, whether you're sighted or not, if you're not careful. So as long as you take your time with it, you can do it. So I'll probably do that again, especially for the fact that I've got a brand new fillet knife as well for my Christmas present. which is nice and strong and sharp. So I want to use that. But yeah, no, I'll do that for sure, mate. Absolutely, absolutely. Matt and I would like to do one. Well, as I was saying, sorry, Matt's wife, my cousin, his wife, is a professional fishmonger, or was. So she's giving me a few lessons, which is really nice of her. So Matt and I want to do a catch and cook, excuse me, on the beach. So where we've got the allotment, there is a video on the Blind Angler YouTube channel. It's the last video we put up, actually. Not if you go past all the lives, it's the last video we put up. And oh, Jen, can you just check my battery, please, babe? Yeah. So our plan is to go to the allotment, catch some fish, and so go to the allotment and catch some fish. Go to the allotment, get some fruit and veg, and then we want to go fishing and do a catch and cook on the beach, which we did do last year. We took some food with us, and it's in the box, babe. Yeah, it's in the box. Yeah, we did we did that last year. We didn't record it, but yeah, we cooked on the beach, and it was absolutely fantastic. Sitting down on the beach in conditions, I must say, were slightly better than what they are now. Yeah, we were sat there, we'd done a day's fishing, sat down, cooked up some fresh fish with some nice potatoes, which were out of a tin. It's in there. It's in the car. We sat down and had some nice fresh fish straight out of the sea, ready to rock and roll, and a couple of ciders, lovely jubbly. And we actually last year, I know. There's a video on the Blind Angler called the Cod and Bass Hunt Part 1. Well, not Part 1, but just the Cod and Bass Hunt. And we actually slept on the beach that night. That was probably that was in November. We were sleeping on the beach. But that last year, we only started fishing like July time, and we slept on the beach a good 7-8 times last year. Thanks, babe. Yeah, last year we slept on the beach a good 7-8 times. Fishing, and we slept twice in a tent. Once in November, as you can appreciate, it's probably needed to keep nice and warm, and once in October when we fished the storm at Chesil. We took the tent with us, but the rest of the time we were just in our sleeping bags and in the beach buddy. But you know, the beach buddies aren't huge, so we were just kind of in there, just covering your face and your chest really, whereas the rest of your body was out in the elements. And I'll tell you now, it was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant.
Richard Boy said, get the word out. Wayne, you deserve a lot more subscribers. I've seen some of you in your other live streams.
Oh, thank you, Richard. You're a top bloke, you are. I mean that. Thanks for all the support. You know, I know we've had a little chat on the Facebook Messenger. Blowing wind. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And I'll tell you now, we'll get out fishing. We'll get out fishing. We'll make it happen. You know, we will make it happen. See if we can do some kind of. I'll have a word with Matt. See if we can do some kind of special or something. Oh, it's the other Richard. Sorry, Richard. Getting you two Richards confused. I need to call you. I need to have nicknames for you both or something. But yeah, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Actually, everybody, thank you. It's very kind. Bert, what? Just call him Bert? Oh yeah, Bert and Ernie, I could call him. Sorry, guys. Jen's just getting all confused there. You've not even had any wine yet, Jen. What's going on? How many people are watching? I'm waiting for a response. Sorry?
I did say 12.
Ah, 12. Thank you, babe. 12 people. Hi, do. Hello, you lovely 12 people. Right, that time the wind dropped and I could actually feel that hit the water. Please guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please like. For those that have just joined or haven't heard me say, I'm using a 11-foot spinning rod, which is a Fadden. It's the Ed Silica version. Ed Silica is a top bass angler down in Cornwall, and I've got I must admit I've got his videos and I do like to watch him. On that I've got a 2005 Shimano spinning reel with a quick drag. So you got the drag at the back that you twist, but it's also got a lever that, like a trigger, that you can just push to the side and it tightens it up or loosens it real fast. I've got 12-pound mono, and I was fishing with some feathers, but I've switched over to a Dexter wedge just to try and punch it in this wind. And do you know what? I'll tell you what I've just seen, and I mean this, just seen. I am fishing, I don't know, maybe 200 yards of water. I don't know. I can see the other side, but I can't, because it's just a big black, like, shadow. It's the land, but I don't know how to describe how I see it. It's just, yeah, I just know it's there, but I can't tell you how far away it is. But it's not very far. This is just a little, like, mouth to the estuary. It's tiny. But I've just seen, I kept seeing something which I didn't know what it was, and I just thought it was my eyes, but it wasn't. It was actually white water. Actually white water, I couldn't believe that. So I'll tell you what, if I can fish this well, this Dexter wedge, there is a chance, because they catch bass here. Up that way, up to my left, is a River Plym, and they catch bass up there. And in October, when Matt and I were fishing the other side, and there's a video on the YouTube channel, the Tub Garnard, when Matt caught his Tub Garnard, just down here in front of us, just over there, a couple of kayakers were catching bass. So with it being rough, oh, actually I'm going to give it a sec, because that's just, yeah, with it being rough, there's a chance of a bass, that's for sure. Not just mackerel actually. So, and they do catch pollock down here. Excuse me. So I might have to let it sink just a little bit further. The problem is it is quite snaggy down there, so I don't want to lose the Dexter wedge, because I don't know if Jen would go over and buy me another one.
You're only 10-minute time until the parking runs out.
So you better top it up then.
I can't do it. I'm not topping it up.
Oh, come on, guys.
The computer to catch up so I can hear what you're saying.
Oh, you nailed it, to be fair, Jen. Oh, let that go too early. It's hard. My finger is like numb. I must admit, when I spin, and when you like having a bit of fun with the bass and the whiting and so on, then I use fixed spool reels. But when I'm fishing with bait normally, with the beach casters or the bass rod, then it's multipliers all the way. I enjoy multipliers, and I find that I seem to cast oh, had a bit of a knock then. Yeah, I seem to cast better with them in the winter. You know, when your hands are like freezing cold, you can grip the line so well. You can grip that thumb, but with the thumb. But when my fingers are cold, I struggle with fixed spools. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Richard. Yeah. Right, just let that sink down just a little bit further then. Do a nice slow retrieve, just in case they're a bit lethargic today with the weather. The temperature of the water would have dropped off something rotten, but it's been cold all week and they were catching mackerel yesterday, so I've got tears in my eyes. It's that cold and windy. Blood, sweat and tears going into this, I'll tell you now. But to be fair, it's the wind. The temperature isn't a problem to me. I'm used to fishing in the cold. Yeah, used to. But yeah, used to fishing in the cold. Well, done it all my life. You just, you know, learn early doors, very early. Wrap up warm. So at the moment, I'll tell you now, guys, I'm not afraid to say it. I've got 2 pairs of socks on, one of them being thermo, and I've got 2 pairs of tracksuit bottoms and my flotation suit bottoms as well. 2 t-shirts, a fleece and a coat, and obviously this balaclava, which I got for Christmas for doing a bit of photography. I like doing a bit of photography because my vision is so bad, but I see more through a camera than I do through a through my actual eyes. How weird does that sound? But you think about the little the little viewing thing that you look through when you're taking a picture. Now, when I look through it, okay, I can't see all of what's being shown to me, but it gives me a little bit more. Well, it used to. I haven't done it for a while because my eyes have. Well, I'm waiting for a bit of surgery actually. But my sister bought me this for a bit of camouflage because my dad's a wildlife photographer, so enjoy going out with him and everything. So, funny enough, I actually have another YouTube channel called Blinding Photography. Don't check it out. Don't worry. I'm not plugging that one. Don't you worry. I think I only made about 6-7 videos and that was it. Good fun. Good fun, but you know, again, those videos were like 3-4 years ago when my eyesight was better. But you know, you just do what you can and have fun doing it. That's all it is, guys. It just doesn't matter whether you're able-bodied or disabled. Don't fall victim to your disability. Get out there and have some fun with life, no matter what it is. Like if you want to be a singer, you know, go and sing. It doesn't mean you have to win X Factor or anything. You can just join a church choir or something, you know. At least you're doing what you want to do, your dream and stuff. That's the way I see it. Like, I will never be John Wilson, bless him. I was gutted when he passed away, actually. I actually met him, got his autograph. Lovely man, really patient, everything. Met him up at the NEC. But yeah, lovely man. But yeah, I'm never going to be, you know, the John Wilson of the fishing world. But you know, I'm here, I'm doing it. Got some lovely subscribers. Got some questionable videos and content. But it's all about coming out and having a good time, you know. So, and let's just say I couldn't fish, for instance, you know. Zachary can fish. Come out, fish with Zach, let him do the fishing. Just being with him, just being outside. Brilliant fun. Brilliant fun. All about getting out there and having a good time. Or just being outside. The only time fishing isn't fun.
Wait,
Yeah.
what type of rigs do you use most? Are you face? No point giving you a load that you won't use.
To be fair, Tam, I'll be honest now. I make up pulley panels and 2-hook flappers. I've been looking into doing a live bait rig, and I've also been looking at a up and over or a pulley dropper. I think they're called, because apparently they're really good for ray. Now my problem is I can't make them. Well, I mean, I can make them, don't get me wrong, I can make them. I can't see the diagrams to make them. And with lockdown over the last year, it's been hard for me to get with my dad. I know I went fishing with him before Christmas, but he didn't have any of the rigs with him, because I was like, if you make one, I can copy it, then I'll learn how it is. It's all about being able to feel it, so where the crimps go, where the beads go, etc. So, and I don't know, is a pulley up and over the same as an up and over the same as a pulley dropper? Excuse me. These two rigs I've only really come out or wanted to look into since my eyesight's got bad, so it's just trying to get your hands on them, to be fair. But yeah, pulley up and over, and the dropper. Completely forgot what I'm saying now. The pulley, the up and over, and the pulley drop. Oh man, it's all gone. Rewind the video and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, pulley Peno is what I use. 2-hook flapper I use. The up and over I want to try, never tried it, and the pulley dropper. There we go. I've never tried it. So also Tam, I've always wanted to try the Century T900. If you got one of them. Anything? I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I got some.
Good try.
What did he say?
Nothing. He hasn't wrote that yet.
Oh.
Richard Hoy said, "Have you had a chance to check out the Trident gear yet?" But that's down to me. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Steve said, "Pulley Peno, yes. Dropper, no hate. They don't work for me. Too much hassle for little reward."
Oh, okay. Fair one, Steve. That was Steve, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair one, Steve. Hiya, Steve. Thanks for joining us.
If you want for Ray, I'll send you a pile of 2-up flappers, Pulley Penos, and a few one-up down ledgers. And then he wrote LOL Wayne, and everyone else is laughing. You've had your warning.
Fair one. Thank you, guys. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Steve. Welcome, Steve. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I will try and fish in a sec, but it is giving it some at the moment. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what I was... Richard, first of all. No, I haven't had a chance to check him out. The reason being is... obviously, I went live on Tuesday night with the rigs. And then on Wednesday, yesterday, Zachary has homeschooling because of lockdown, so Jen's busy with him, and I was looking after Natalia, trying to keep her out because he's live at school, if you know what I mean. They do it through like Zoom or something, so I have to keep Natalia occupied, which is basically having tea cake parties with our teddies and dolls and stuff, which I absolutely well, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy playing with them. Yeah, and then when Zach finished yesterday, I had to catch up on some studying because I'm actually at college, people. And I'm at college every Friday night. I've got college. I am studying astronomy, would you believe? I absolutely love it. It's difficult in regards to that. I can't look up in the night sky and go, oh, this is Orion and whatnot. But it's not about being able to see it, it's about learning about it, which is the bit that like gets me, because it just boggles your brain. I love it. And my tutor is brilliant. She's really understanding, and she slows everything down for me and just make sure I'm on point with everything. So yeah, so I'm at college. So I will have a look tonight, actually, funny enough, because I'm not studying tonight. So we'll have a look at that. So thank you very much. I hadn't forgot. Excuse me, who's that, sorry?
Steve said he's watching whilst Rod building.
Ah, Steve, right, mate. I've got a rod. It's a Daiwa bass rod from the 90s, right? I bought this when I was 15 years old. I actually bought it for £25 on my 15th birthday, right? And I've still got it. And I kept it for the very reason is fishing has been a big part of my life since I was 4 years old. And I kind of I always knew that I was going to have children, do you know what I mean? And I always wanted to keep hold of it. And I have. And I would love to give it to Zachary. Would love him to have it. It's only 10 foot. No, it's not. It's about 11 foot, actually. Yeah, it's about 11 foot. Lovely carbon. I've cleaned the blanks down. I've taken the eyes off. But I would like to... Blimey! I would like to just have a listen to that. But yeah, I would love to. I would actually like to build it myself, like rebuild it, like put the eyes on and rebuild it for him. So any tips that you could give me, mate, that would be great, because I'm gonna have to do it all by feel. And I need to make sure I've got the eyes in line and everything. But I would love for him to have it. Not right now, because he's 6. He's 7 this year. He's a tall 7-year-old actually. And his fishing is coming along an absolute treat. But I would like him to have it when he's got respect. He has got respect for his stuff. He really does. But I just want to make sure it's not going to be something that I give him and him not really understand the full sentimental values. Like that was Daddy's rod when he was a wee lad, you know. So. Something that I've always wanted, and I've kept it all this time. I'm going to be 40 in June, and I've had it since I was 15, you know, so yeah, so definitely something that I would like to pass on to him. So yeah, Steve, I might have to have a yap with you, mate, if you don't mind. So
He said no problem, inbox him, he'll guide you through what you need.
oh, beautiful, thank you. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Richard put a message. Richard Hoy.
Yeah,
So that's the other Richard, not the guide dog Richard.
Right.
Just ordered a pair of new Ziplex last night. I will have a spare Ziplex GSI Sport I can give you if you're interested.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what to say, Richard. Oh, I mean, blimey. That would be lovely. I tell you what, actually, I watched a fishing program yesterday, and they said you're not a fisherman until you've had a Ziplex. I haven't had one. I nearly had one. I went to the Isle of Wight fishing about 14 years ago now. Went with my dad. Well, the whole family went. Went with my dad. We stayed on a campsite which had its own private beach. Grange Farm, maybe? I don't know. But it was on the Solent side. We were fishing the Solent. Excuse me, sorry guys. And we knew that in the Solent at this time of year you could catch smooth hound, bass, black bream. And my dad took his Ziplex bass. He's got a Ziplex bass. He took that and he caught a smooth hound on it. But we were fishing at night, and obviously with night blindness I couldn't see, and his rod went screaming off. He jumped on it, he went running off down wherever, and then I heard this almighty splash. And I thought Dad had fallen in. And then my next thought was, I hope I can find that rod. It wasn't, oh, I wonder if Dad's all right. It was like, I wonder where that rod's gone. get myself a Ziplex. But no, Richard, I don't know what to say. Hang on, do you mean buy it or do you mean give it? There's a difference. No, that's lovely actually, mate. Maybe when excuse me, maybe I'll have to get something together where we can all have a good old fish. Don't mind travelling. I thought that wind was dying down then. I was going to go for a little cast. I'll tell you what, my hands are a little bit warmer. Well, they were. All of a sudden they feel cold when I get ready to cast. All of a sudden your hands feel cold again. Come on, come on. I'll tell you what, guys, actually, right, because I'm right-handed. I just wonder if anybody else finds this. I'm right-handed. Now, when I'm fishing with multipliers, obviously the handle's on the right-hand side. But when I'm lure fishing, the handle is on the left. And the reason I do this, excuse me, sorry, I know I keep coughing, I don't mean to. Yeah, the reason my setup is left-handed and I'm right-handed is because I used to watch, growing up, I used to watch Ed Scalise videos where he was bass fishing. I used to watch John Wilson. And John Wilson used to catch some big fish and his reel was always on the left-hand side. So I tried it. I tried swapping my handle over. And what I find is, one, you don't waste any time swapping the rod over from one hand to the other. Although it comes like second nature and you do it quite quickly, you don't waste any time with that. And two, if you get a big fish, and I have had some decent sized fish on
on this. Your stronger arm is the arm that's holding the fish, like playing it on the rod, and the rod is what does all the fighting if you think about it. And when I'd done fly fishing, you know, they cast out with their hands that they're associated with. So if you're right-handed, you're casting, you're fly fishing with your right hand, like with the rod, like. So, and then you'll bring it in with your left. So that's why I swapped, and I find it so comfortable. And Matt, the cameraman, my cousin, we went fishing. Now he's been fishing a few times before 2020, and then we went out together. It was Matt's first time out fishing for quite a number of years, and I'll set him up rod and reel and stuff, and he used it, and it was an old reel that I haven't used for donkeys. Excuse me. And it was on the right hand side, and he was fine with it. The next time out, I said, here, have a go with my bad boy, which isn't this setup, it's another one I've got, which is my favourite. And the reel handle's on the left hand side, and he was like, oh, this is weird. But after about 10 minutes, he was like, actually, it's more comfortable. And now Matt actually has his own little setups for spinning and for bait fishing, and he fishes with fixed spool, and they're all left-handed. He set them all up with the left-hand winds, which I totally agree with. I think it's a lot easier to power the fish, well, not power the fish, but enjoy the fight of the fish, because that's what it's all about, really, is enjoying the fight of the fish. That's why we go as light as we possibly can. Yeah, and to be fair...
Stop talking so I can tell you comments.
Oh, sorry.
Richard Hoy said he'll give it when the rod tubes arrive. He will get in touch to get your address, and it's run for a multiplier.
Okay. Thank you, Richard. Are you sure, mate? I mean, that's hell of a... Do you know what I mean? That's lovely. That is. I'm speechless, Richard. Yeah.
Richard Burt said, hey mate, it's really nice to see and hear the generosity of fellow fishermen. All good, mate, you deserve whatever they let you have.
Thank you.
Tam said, your hands have passed the point of no return, Wayne. I can see them from here, the blood's rushing through them. And he said, he's left-handed, but fish right-handed, as there are very few left-handed reels growing up. Which is the same as me, I do everything
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys, thank you for the comments. Richard, I mean, the rod, I mean, thank you. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's lovely. And yeah, thank you, mate. Do you know what? I just don't know. I mean, that's generosity. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, mate. Richard, the other Richard, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'll tell you now, excuse me, sorry. The fishing community is a good one. I like, you know, as long as you don't go on Facebook and see someone's fish, that's like, you know, maybe they put up a picture of like, you know, a 6-pound bass, as long as you don't go, oh, where'd you get that to? Where's your secret marks and stuff? Because then you're just kind of like asking for trouble. You know, you don't ask for secret marks. But, oh, my days. No, I'll tell you now, I've posted on all the Facebook pages that I'm on when it comes to fishing, and I post up saying I'm going live, or I post my videos and stuff, and I do worry because I'm a little bit like, there's so many people out there that's better than me, you know, and I'm not comparing myself because I know that I'm blind, you know, and I can't do the things that they do. That's not I feel sorry for him, but it's just, I know I can't do the things that they do.
Richard said, say nothing, keep fishing.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know I can't do the things that they do, so I kind of worry that I post and they'd be like, oh, not him again. But everybody seems to like my posts, which is really kind. Oh my God, that's windy. Woo! And Tam, yeah, mate, my hands have definitely passed the no returns bit, I'll tell you now. Oh dear. The only thing is, Tam, I'm glad I'm not bait fishing, because if I was, guaranteed I would have stuck that hook right in my finger and wouldn't have even feel it go in. It's there that numb. It's been a bit more of a chat than it has a a fishing thing. Sorry guys, didn't expect it to be as, I seriously did not expect it to be like this. When we turned up, I was like, oh, there's no one here. Well, Jen was like, oh, there's no one here, and I was like, ideal. Oh shoot, that was right. I heard that hit the water because it's just down there. Yeah, but I didn't expect it to be as windy as what it is. And I'll tell you now, I reckon there'll be some good fishing to be had in the next few days when this wind dies down and the way the water's been just smashing everything up all along the coast. I reckon there'll be some good fishing to be had. I would not be surprised to hear of any cod being caught. Well, actually, I'm not, because I've got a friend. I've got a friend called Ryan, and I was actually talking to Ryan yesterday, and he went out fishing, not too far away from where I am, and he done very well. He had a nice pollock and 2 very nice cod. I actually need to message him back. Actually, I got the message, but I was a little bit busy, so I'll have to drop him a little message back in a bit. But yeah, he done very well. He's a Plymouth lad. He's not too far away, so he's a good angler. And again, that comes down to the fishing community. When now I've only known Ryan a little while. We haven't met each other. We've just chatted online. And the reason for that is I put a post up on Facebook saying, guys, like, I'm registered blind, and just looking for a bit of fun is all it was. I actually posted it on my birthday last year, which is the 23rd of June, if anybody wants to keep a note of that. But no, I put a post up saying, look guys, I'm obviously, I really want to teach my son how to fish well, which I know I can do anyway. But I also said, let's have a bit of fun, let's have a bucket list, and I'll open it up to you guys as well. Actually, I want to have a bucket list, the fish to catch before my eyesight goes completely, which will probably be in the next 2 years, if I'm honest. So, and the number 1 fish on there is blue shark, because I've seen blue sharks being caught all my life. And I've always thought, wow, what a beautiful fish and what a beautiful blue. And I just want to know if it's as blue as what it... Right, she said last cast, so we'll make our wait.
Parking's finished, last cast.
All right, so I always want to know if the blue shark, sorry, is as blue as it really is, as it used to look to me. So I want to have a look. I want to catch a 5-pound bass this year on the plug. Sorry, babe. I didn't hit you because I'm a pro. I'm a pro fisherman, that's why I didn't hit you. Oh, indeed, Tam. Was it Tam that's got the channel, the YouTube channel? I think it was, if I remember correctly. I'll tell you now, Tam, I will be going home. Oh, Richard, I am so up for that, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's some nice fishing spots down here. I mean, you've got the river. We won't come here because it does get really busy, to be fair. It does get really busy, but we've got the river Tamar, which you've probably heard of, and it's extremely deep. It's extremely deep. And you know, you've got B sands, you've got Slapton sands, you've got Whit sands, you've got Treganto, all these, you've got like you've got deep surf beaches. Sorry, you've got a lot of surf beaches, you've got a lot of deep shingly beaches. So yeah, definitely, oh my Dave, I can't feel, oh my hands, look at those hands, can you see that actually?
Yeah, they're purple.
Are they purple, are they?
Yeah, they're red and purple.
Right guys, I mean, we didn't get any fish today, did we? But let's be honest.
Oh, we're going home now. That's enough.
Is that the lady from the bait bunker?
You got a minute?
I've got a minute.
Wait,
Yeah?
he wants to talk to you.
Ah, sorry guys, 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys.
I'm the one who's got the crab pots down where you put some down Ernie's house.
Oh, yeah, down Samson Creek.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, are you
Tony.
Tony? Okay, and the other one's Paul, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You haven't been down there for a while, have you?
No, mate, because my eyes are so bad,
Yeah.
I have to rely on my cousin.
Yeah.
But with COVID, he's now working from home and looking after his 2 children, so it's hard to get down there. But I'm a little bit worried because one where we put the crab pots, Paul was it, said that like the tide's really bad. But at the same time, I don't, because the peel will be starting soon.
Yeah, anytime now.
Yeah. So yeah, are you Tony Green?
Yeah.
Oh, what, from Southwest Sea Baits?
Well, I was, yeah.
Ah.
I did that maybe years ago when I was
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
Ah, fair. I'm on YouTube live
Yeah.
as a blind angler. So I've literally just said about the bait bunker and where I got the Dexter wedge. So oh no, it's good to see you again, mate. So
Well, I hope you catch some anyhow.
yeah, will do. Have you? Because we went down there to get some crabs. God blimey, you're talking October time now.
Yeah.
But
It's been rubbish all year. It's only been the last couple of weeks it's started to pick up.
it's starting to pick up. Because I'm going to get some more tubing. So do you reckon it's better to put it on the Ernie settle side? Because it's quite.
Put it on, it's easier for you can walk straight along the path, walk along around by the bridge.
Yeah.
Go about 200 yards down, and there's a couple of places there which are easy. Just walk down to the right onto the mud.
Yeah. Because
And just put them in there along, going back towards the bridge. Put 'em
Yeah.
along
no, that's cool. Because I said to because me and Matt are just doing it for like the blind angler and a bit of fun. So I said I've heard stories about people going on a pinch and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to be associated with any of that malarkey. Do you know what I mean? So, but it's so busy down there with them, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
that's right.
yeah. So we'll probably look at doing that then.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
So,
I'd say hello anyhow.
yeah. Thank you for doing that. Because yeah, it's good to see you again, mate. Because it's been a while, hasn't it? So
See you later.
yeah. See you later, guys. Take care. Oh, Jen.
Yeah, put your rod in the car.
Oh right. Okay. Did you unplug me?
No.
Oh right. Okay. So
I
yeah.
wasn't
Sorry,
gonna
guys.
be rude.
I was just talking to Tony, and am I in? Where is my phone?
Sorry, you're looking at it.
All right, yeah. So
Packing up, please.
yeah, I'm gonna pack up.
Over here.
I was just talking to Tony, who used to work in Southwest Sea Baits, and now he, well, I think he probably runs a bait bunker here. So he's a top bloke. But Matt and I have actually last year put out some crab pots of our own to try and get ourselves some peeler crab, and there's some crab pots already down there, which are Tony's, which is ideal. Actually, he's a top bloke, so he's just told me where to go and put some crab pots for some good peeler crabs. Hopefully, there's a Dexter wedge. For anybody, is that the?
Yeah.
That's a Dexter wedge that I was using. Yeah. I'm freezing. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to say now, first of all, to each and every one of you, thank you for coming on and chatting with
I managed
me.
to get a groin shot apparently when
What?
you were stood up because I moved the camera when you were knelt down.
Fair one. Who said that?
Richard Hoy.
Yeah, guys, thanks for coming on. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Those who have, thank you so much. I've had a great time today. I know it's been horrendous, but at least it's been dry. And I've got to say a big thank you to the wife, Jennifer. Thank you, babe, for coming out and allowing me to do this and read in the comments and stuff. She says to me, "Oh, really?" And then she does it and she has a great time with you guys. So
I am freezing.
she's freezing, so don't worry. I'll give her a nice little rub because Tam said so.
Idiot.
Tam, yeah, when you drop us a message, tag your Facebook or just let me know what your YouTube channel is called, because at home I can put it up on the TV and gives me something to watch other than myself. I don't. But guys, no, I've had a really good time. Both Richards, thank you. Nathan, thank you. Steve, Thank you, Tam. Thank
He
you.
does. He watches himself.
Everybody, thank you for coming on. I just love this support. It's great. It is really good. Craig, thank you. The Irish angler. Well, he's the Irish angler because he's from Ireland, but his YouTube channel is Craig. I can't remember it. Sorry, Craig. So please post it in the chat, mate, if you're still there. But it's pretty rough out there. It's pretty rough out there, guys. Actually, do you want to go and have a look?
Craig's Coastal Fishing Adventures. What?
Craig,
What are you doing?
I'm going to take him over to see the water. All right, guys, I'm going to let Jen take you over to see the water because, I mean, it's probably not that rough. It sounds rough. I mean, that's how windy. Oh, the wind's kind of it, actually. No, it doesn't. Oh! But, yeah. No, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, this live. And everything, and yeah, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, The Blind Angler. But guys, yeah, I'm gonna go get warm, and yeah, until next time, stay safe, and thank you very much for your support. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you.